France are on the inside and Italy are in lane 2, Britain there in lane 3. So it's Conrad Williams on the first leg. He'll hand to Michael Bingham. Then Rob Tobin on the third leg and Martyn Rooney to bring it home. And it's interesting because I think the Belgians have kind of matched that sort of squad. They've put the two best individual runners on 2 and 4. So the two Borlée twins. I think the question's going to come with Van Branteghem against Tobin on the third leg. That's going to be interesting. But look forward to Rooney versus Jonathan Borlée on the last leg. So Conrad Williams needs to give this British team the best of starts. Cleanly away. And a 3-bend stagger, of course. So it's difficult to always tell exactly, particularly through this first 200 metres, but Williams looks as though he started well. The Netherlands have started very quick out there in lane 8. Russia up there, but the team we're really watching are right ahead of us. Conrad Williams against Destatte, the Belgian champion. Only made the semi-final here, and Conrad Williams has done a good job. He's running down Belgium at the moment. Michael Bingham to take the baton from Conrad Williams, but we could well be very close to the lead here. The Russians have made a very good start in lane 7 as well, as Conrad Williams just starts to fade a little bit, and Michael Bingham takes the baton, but we could well be in a good position if he can run a hard bend here. Russia, I suspect, they're going to be in the lead. Michael.
Well, Michael Bingham will have to get to the break first, and at this point it doesn't look like he will do it. Doesn't mean he's out of this, because he's got great sprint speed. He's a silver medalist from the Open 400, getting himself in position. Great move there, not getting into trouble. Now, he should be able to hand off in first place. And you're exactly right, Steve. They have matched, the Great Britons and the Belgians have matched stride for stride in terms of personnel strategy, putting their best runners on 2nd and 4th. Now you've got Jonathan Borlée, or Kevin Borlée right here against Bingham. Kevin Borlée, the European champion, just getting a little bit of the better of Bingham at this point. This will be key right here, as you said, though, Steve. Cédric Van Branteghem for Belgium, was the fastest Belgian before the Borlées came on board in the last couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see how he matches up against Rob Tobin. Rob's got his work cut out for him right now, but he can handle it. Italy
lead. Belgium with Van Branteghem in second place. A little elbow, a little push there. He wants to get into the front here. Then it's Poland. Then it's Russia, who'll be dangerous with Krasnov on the last leg. And Rob Tobin will want to give Martyn Rooney as much space as possible and be as close. He needs to maybe go in there, but Rooney will be on the outside of the lineup. Look at this. Russia are going to be so dangerous with young Krasnov. Russia lead. Belgium in second. Great Britain third. Italy on 4th. Got to take it cleanly. Rooney just has to take 2 strides to his right, but he's got to chase down Europe's #1 before these championships, Jonathan Borlée. The two of them are chasing down perhaps the future of European 400-meter running. Krasnov of Russia, who normally doesn't start fast. This time, look, Rooney's just got to close that gap and get up to Borlée. It's Russia, Belgium, Great Britain, Germany. Here comes Rooney. Borlée's looking good. Krasnov, has he got anything left for Russia? Can Rooney get to them? Russia still in the lead, but here comes Martyn Rooney. Borlée's maybe spent, but he's looking strong. Krasnov, look at him. This is the young Russian who's the danger. Rooney's still coming. Can he get there? Russia take gold. Great Britain silver. Belgium the bronze. I said right at the beginning, if Russia give this young man a chance, he will be phenomenal. He should have perhaps won a medal in the individual event. He didn't manage to do so, but goodness me, he's made up for it here. From the front, he went out hard, and then he still could finish hard as well. Rooney did everything he could. Listen to these splits. Williams 45.9, Bingham 45.4, Tobin 46.3, Rooney a big 44.5, but he couldn't quite get there. So Russia take the gold. Michael.
Well, you'd have to say that, you know, I know that Rooney's a chaser, and I think that he was great on the end with the 44.5. Great time. But Bingham with a 45.3 should have been a little bit better and kept them in it, because he would have had to have done that, because you know you've got Tobin coming in. Now, here's Tobin to Rooney. The key for Rooney getting Great Britain back in this is pushing himself past the Russian there, not letting him impede him, and then going past Italy and Poland, cutting them off. At this point, great move by Rooney. He's a great international 4x400 meter relay runner with incredible experience. Now, he's perfectly positioned at this point, but at this point, he does lose contact with Jonathan Borlée on the anchor. Now, look at that gap. You didn't see that gap in the last shot because Rooney relaxed just a little bit too much, the exact opposite of what we saw at Perry Shake Straighten in the last race. He should have stayed a little bit closer with more contact to do exactly what Borlée's doing here. Allow yourself to slingshot off this curve and make a run for the finish line. Rooney had to move out from lane 1, out to lane 2, now out to lane 3. Great effort, but he just misses it by just 1 or 2 meters, which he could have kept had he kept contact on the back stretch. Rooney's a great international 4x400 meter relay runner, but that was a mistake. And again, he had a lot to make up, so let's not take anything away from Rooney and what he had to make up. The Great Britain team, one of the favorites coming into this, should not have been in 4th or 5th place going into the anchor leg. They left a lot of room for Rooney to make up. And, you know, 46-3 on the first leg from Conrad was decent. We expected that, but we should have gotten much more out of Bingham on the second leg. But great effort by Rooney.
Well, wasn't to be. That Russian squad knew, I think they all knew, they ran the best race ever that they could to give their youngster that opportunity on the last leg, and he didn't let them down.